More potential trouble for Baltimore County Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Myriam Rogers when it comes to her employment contract.
Well, Tuesday, we learned Dr. Rogers was accused of violating her terms of her contract by not living in Baltimore County. Now, as Project Baltimore's Chris Papps explains, the superintendent is also receiving expensive perks that are not in her contract.
$331,700. That is the current salary of Baltimore County Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Myriam Rogers. But that number is just the beginning of what taxpayers pay her. According to Rogers' contract, she gets 43 vacation and sick days per year, which she can cash in if unused. She's also offered an annuity plan and a vehicle allowance up to more than $10,000 a year. One thing she does not get in her contract is a personal driver. But Project Baltimore has learned taxpayers are paying for one anyway.
This is double dipping on the taxpayer.
David Williams is with the Taxpayers Protection Alliance.
And if you're making more than $300,000 a year and you have a car allowance, you can afford the gas to go to work. You do not need a driver.
Rogers became BCPS superintendent in July of 2023. On Tuesday, Maryland's Inspector General for Education issued a report that found Rogers appears to have violated her contract by not living in Baltimore County within 1 year of starting the job. Online state tax records indicate Dr. Rogers' principal residence is in Prince George's County. In an email to Fox 45 News, BCPS pushed back on the IG's report, stating that Dr. Rogers is a resident of Baltimore County. Her driver's license, voter's registration, and other personal documents reflect this address. But during a phone call with BCPS regarding where Rogers lives, a member of the district's communications team told Project Baltimore the superintendent has a BCPS driver who picks her up and drops her off at her personal home before and after work. Dr. Rogers gets a lot in her contract. She does not get a personal driver. The address associated with Dr. Rogers in Prince George's County is 50 miles away from BCPS's Greenwood campus on Charles Street. If Rogers recently moved to Baltimore County, as BCPS states, then was a district driver driving Rogers 100 miles round trip, twice a day, every day, for over a year to Prince George's County? And if so, when did those daily trips end?
This driver is being paid for by taxpayers. So instead of money going to the school system, money is going toward a driver.
Fox 45 sent an email to BCPS asking for how long Dr. Rogers has been afforded a BCPS personal driver, and why are taxpayers providing Dr. Rogers with a personal driver when her contract does not afford her one. The district did not directly answer our questions, responding, superintendents have long been permitted to utilize the services of a driver. This is not a new expense and is consistent with past practices. An employee who also provides security to the Greenwood campus has long been designated to fulfill this role. It is true, many local superintendents get a driver during the workday. But should taxpayers be paying for a superintendent to be picked up and dropped off at home?
The county is facing unprecedented budget problems. They're looking at an educational system that is requiring massive amounts of taxpayer money. And this is what the money is being spent on. A personal driver, a car allowance for a person that is making more than $300,000 a year.
Project Baltimore will continue to follow this story and keep you updated on any developments concerning Dr. Rogers' contract, where she lives, or her personal driver. I'm Chris Papps, and this is Project Baltimore.
I'm Kai Jackson. Thank you for watching. Here's another video to watch. Also, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel.